is going on?
How is it going, everyone?
We got another Resident Evil Village video for you guys.
That is correct. In today's video, we're going to go over 3 key theories that we have here at Let's Talk Resident Evil. One from Anthony, one from myself, and we'll be talking about one that Dustin brought up.
Yep.
None of these are, in fact, real. They're all theories based on evidence or based on no evidence, just a gut feeling.
Just something to kind of create some like fun conversations in the comments for you guys to kind of discuss whether you agree or disagree or want to tell us your theories. Let us know.
Yeah.
We have a couple. You might have the same ones we do.
Yes, and there's a lot of speculation going around. Other Resident Evil YouTubers have been making videos about, you know, links to other fairy tales. They've been linking it to, you know, Mother Miranda to other fairy tales, Babadokia, stuff like that, Romanian fairy tales.
Right.
They've been linking it to the fact that they're not fetuses or infants. They're actually mandrakes, which are a type of like a cursed plant. I don't know everything about them, so I'm not going to pretend to be an expert on them.
Yeah, a couple things from the Romanian culture that people are trying to make aware because of trying to connect it back to the game somehow.
Which is all possible.
Yeah.
But that's not what we're here for today. We're here to talk about 3 theories that we have regarding Resident Evil Village. Or Resident Evil Village 8, whatever you want to call it. So starting off, I guess we'll talk about the theory that Dustin brought up, and that is that this game is going to have some type of connection to Resident Evil Revelations, specifically Resident Evil Revelations 2. Alex Wesker is rumored to be appearing in this game.
Yeah.
Maybe in the body of Natalia, maybe not. But
will they keep that story alive?
Will they
or
keep
would
it
they
alive?
Completely abandon it? Because sometimes Capcom completely does that.
Basis of this theory basically boils down to a rumor, again, non-factual, but a rumor that this started development as Resident Evil Revelations 3 originally, and they liked the way that this was going so well that they wanted to make it a mainline game. Now, I have some reasons to doubt that might actually be the case here, but I also have reasons to not doubt it. So that's why it's called a theory, and that's why we're just speculating here. So what do you think about this theory? What do you think about the fact that Natalia and Alex Wesker, and possibly Claire, because one of the basis of this theory is if Claire is involved from Revelations 2, you know, Claire Redfield, his sister, is Claire going to make an appearance in the game as a motivation for Chris being maybe not entirely in the normalcy of his character?
Yeah, he's basically put up against the odds of trying to actually save his sister, which is why he's doing what he's doing. Or he has a couple different stuff on his agenda as far as getting Ethan out there to the village and maybe finding Claire or finding something that connects to Claire. It's interesting. Yeah. I think with this kind of theory, I'm not completely against it, only because it at least connects it to, you know, the games that we actually enjoy, or some of the like. I didn't think Revelations 2 had like the best story, but I liked it better than Revelations 1. So I think I like connecting it to Natalia because we never really got a complete ending with Claire being in Natalia's life after Revelations 2, which is something that we saw briefly at the end of the credits, or the end of the scene or the last scene in Revelations 2. It would be cool for them to continue that. You would think they would just make a Revelations 3 and tie it all together, but to John's point about them, but like this being a project that was potentially something else to begin with from the start, this could very much be the case. I don't know if they're going to keep bringing back these older characters like this. It would be cool, but I'm not sure if we're going to see something like that. But it would be really nice for them to go back and to tie it back into the other games somehow, some way, instead of making this completely, you know, separate and isolated, kind of like how 7 felt.
Yeah,
it's
also
the little, you know, winks.
A little weird to me, the fact that like they would bring those spin-off game characters back for a mainline game. Because I don't think they ever really did that before.
No, yeah. Even bringing elements from those games, they haven't really done that before. So I'm not sure what, you know. But again, you know, it's just a fun theory, something that was interesting that Dustin brought up, you know. You know, there's a lot of things that people are going to say as far as like, you know, like this linking back to some kind of characters or linking back to the older roots of Umbrella. What do you think about that?
I think that that was my theory that I submitted, was that this story is going to focus on the beginnings of Umbrella all over again. And possibly I think a theme of this game is going to be immortality. And I'm hoping that we're going to get, if we do get an origin story, or like Umbrella's origin story or partnership or relationship.
I'm all for if they really, because that's a really big thing that I would like to see explored like on camera in a game.
Yeah.
Especially a game that feels so distant from like what we're used to. It would be nice to see some Umbrella culture in there, some awesome bioweapons that we're supposedly seeing already, but like to actually see it come from Umbrella themselves, and to like kind of like what me and you were talking about, like tying it all back to a virus, like this whole thing to a virus, not so much.
And that's crucial, right?
Yeah.
So like, there's been a lot of controversy going around with like whether or not this game feels Resident Evil. I think it's too early to tell what the spirit of Resident Evil.
I think if we see this gameplay this weekend at
Tokyo Game Show,
a 2-hour event, you bet your ass we're going to be able to make some judgments by then.
I was going to say by the end of Tokyo Game Show, all of these theories will be proven or disproven, and all of these and our stance on whether or not the game is looking like a good experience or maybe not for us will be solidified, and we will be doing a pre-release podcast after, or a post Tokyo Game Show podcast.
Yeah, probably at the end of the month.
Yeah, a Pokyo.
It's Pokyo Game Show.
It's Pokyo
time,
Game
guys.
Show. Post Tokyo Game Show, there will be a podcast coming out on our final thoughts.
Once we compile all the fucking info and
leading
all
into
the gameplay.
Yeah, what's going on with this franchise and what's going on with that game.
There's also 2 days of information. Just want to put that out there. Friday, we're getting some information, and then Sunday they're actually streaming an event. So there's 2 days that you guys want to pay attention to on our channel and in the Resident Evil world. As John yawns.
Yes. I was just thinking about Ethan, and I got a little tired.
Got a little tired.
Yeah, I got a little tired.
Yeah, that's all right.
But either way, here we go, right? So my second theory, and the theory that we just mentioned, basically just revolves around, I think we're going to get an origin story, and hopefully, we'll learn a little bit more about Oswald E. Spencer, who is somebody I think was very underutilized in the franchise. I'd love to learn more about him. Hopefully he's going to have connections in this game.
I hope so.
Hopefully. If neither of the theories we've stated so far end up coming true, and none of those are incorporated into the story of this game, and they just didn't hold any basis, there is a third theory that we have.
Yes.
And we've kind of touched base on it a little bit about Ethan's baby. And this was the theory that Anthony presented for this video topic.
Yep.
So what do you think about Ethan's baby, and do you think it will play a larger role in the narrative?
Yeah, so for Ethan's baby, because it seems to be a big reason, that they're also kidnapping Ethan and bringing him to this village and taking the baby after killing Mia in the first trailer, is I believe and I think that they're trying to sacrifice or use this baby as a vessel to possibly summon. It could be Mother Miranda, or it could be something else with their cults. It seems like maybe they need some kind of, life form, whether it's connected to the fetus or whatever people want to call it online, whether it's connected to that or that's symbolism for that. My theory is I think that they're still trying to use that because, why else would they really need a baby? You know what I mean? And I don't think they have good intentions with this baby, so trying to sacrifice it or use it to summon this thing, whatever this cult is trying to summon.
If they're trying to
summon something, or they're trying to use the baby as some kind of like gateway to something. That's what I think, because I feel like we wouldn't keep like hearing about, Ethan and hearing about or seeing these symbols that relate to like little babies or infants or fetuses. Like it just seemed a little bit too connected. And the fact that they seem to, the developers, and they might say the same thing on this weekend on Sunday, kept pointing out that it was super important to the overall theme and story of the game. Whether or not the village is going to be a type of enemy or character within itself that shifts due to what these characters are doing and what's happening, I'm not sure. That's what they made us, think. So this kind of plays into that whole like, the classic cult ritual thing where you got to use someone or sacrifice something That's my theory. I know the baby is still going to play an important role, but what they do with the baby, we'll see. But that's just something that I think will be connected. And I might run along and trickle down to what John was talking about with his theory with the umbrella connection.
Yeah, or we might be able to see
or something new.
Origin story. Maybe the Molded is going to be in for it. Keep in mind, these aren't our only 3 theories.
No, we just
3
have some
theories
now
that we chose to talk about because we feel like these 3 will definitely be answered at Tokyo Game Show, whether or not they're going to hold weight or
exactly.
not. So
we might come up with even more.
Yeah, we're probably going to come up with more after Tokyo Game Show too. But really, the reason why this video is important to us is because we want to hear your theories. Now, we do listen and we do hear a lot of theories.
We read a lot of comments. Reply to a lot of people.
Reply to a lot of people. Clap a lot of people. We've dealt with a lot of just... I shouldn't say stupid theories, but like people be
just out there.
People be hitting us up with some crazy shit. Theories are theories. They are not proven until proven and not disproven until disproven. So everybody's allowed to make theories.
Yeah, everyone can.
Please let us know what your major theory. Don't list a whole bunch. We don't, we a lot of the longer comments we don't get time to like read through because we are already reading through so many. It's a couple of them we do, but we don't always get to them. Like if I have like 3 mini comments and then like a really long paragraph, I'm probably gonna skip it.
Yeah, or if you want to join a more discussion-based, you can always go to Discord. We have
Discord. We have a theory room
and a bunch of people that like talking about
theories.
Yeah,
let us know in the comments below your major theory, like your prime theory, like the thing you believe in. Doesn't mean it's the only thing. Like we said, there's about 3 in this video. We probably have probably like 11 or 12 between us 3.
Yeah.
We have some theories about what the Maiden statue and the Demon Door are going to be representing. We just don't quite want to get into that yet because it's probably going to be outdated come Sunday.
Right, yeah, this weekend's going to show a lot of that stuff. But, don't forget to hit that thumbs up on this video, and we'll be giving you some more Resident Evil Village content leading up until the weekend.
Yep.
So stay tuned.
Peace. This video was brought to you by our supporters over on Patreon, where users like James Lindsay make it possible to keep on delivering awesome content. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing to the channel and hitting that like button. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.
If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to smash that like button just like Jill smashed Nemesis with the car, and hit subscribe for more Resident Evil content. Don't forget to join our Discord in the link down below, and you can also find us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Take care.